students. In this video, we will start with the next kingdom, that is Protista. Kingdom Protista has unicellular eukaryotes. Some of them have flagella or cilia for locomotion. They reproduce by asexual or sexual way. In this Protista, there are different groups included. Chrysophytes. It includes diatoms and golden algae. These are microscopic photosynthetic plankton, chief producers of ocean. They do the photosynthesis and they are very small microscopic. They keep on floating in the water and thus they are the chief producers as they are photosynthetic. They have two thin overlapping shells which fit together as in soap box. Cell wall is embedded with silica. Diatomaceous earth used in polishing and filtration of oils and serum. As the cell wall has silica, this material cannot be destroyed and it gets settled at the bottom of the ocean, which is collected as diatomaceous earth, and it is used for different purposes like polishing and filtration of oils and syrups. Next organisms are dinoflagellates. These are marine and photosynthetic organisms. They show different pigments: blue, brown, yellow, green and red. The cell wall has stiff cellulose plates. Two flagella are seen in these organisms. One flagella is longitudinally presented, put in the furrow, and the other is transversely put in the furrows between the plates. Red dinoflagellate, goniolates, causes red tides in the ocean. During the red tides, the organism, that is this red dinoflagellate, goniolates, it multiplies very rapidly in the water, and because of that the tides appear red in color. Another organism is Euglena and the group is called as euglenoids. These are found in fresh but stagnant water. There is no cell wall but protein layer called pellicle gives flexibility to the organism. In dinoflagellates we have seen different types of pigments, but the pigments which are seen in the euglenoids are similar to higher plants. Next two groups are slime molds and protozoans. Slime molds, they are saprophytic. They grow on decaying twigs and leaves. During favorable conditions, these slime molds form an aggregate called plasmodium, and in unfavorable conditions, the fruiting bodies of these form spores. These spores are resistant structures and survive for many years. So thus the slime molds can survive in the spore forms for many years. The next group is protozoans. All the organisms to this protozoan group, they are heterotrophs. They are grouped into 4 different groups. The first one is amoeboid protozoans. The organisms which have pseudopodia, false feet, for locomotion and for food capturing, they are put in this amoeboid protozoans. Entamoeba histolytica, it is a parasite which causes amoebic dysentery in human beings, belongs to this amoeboid protozoans. The second group is flagellated protozoans. These organisms have flagella, and with the help of flagella they can move. Parasitic organism Trypanosoma, this is causing sleeping sickness disease in human beings. The third group is ciliated protozoans. They have cilia which are actively moving organs. Ciliary movement brings food particles into the gullet. Thus these cilia, they help for capturing the food. The example is Paramecium. The fourth group is sporozoans. Infectious spore-like stage in the life cycle of these organisms is important one, and hence the name given is sporozoans. Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, these are the examples which cause malaria disease in human beings.